You thought that was L. Nope. Quick little snack. What up? The kids of celebrities. We in the building. Y'all bear with me for a minute. Like the video. Trying to get my dribble right. I know the slogan. Y'all know the slogan. Trying to get my dribble right. What up? He called him Bumpy Johnson. Hey, yo! He called him Bumpy Johnson. Not Bumpy J. All right, I got a little power on there. Called him Bump J. He said the Philly Trenches pick was funny as hell. That nigga retarded. That nigga is retarded, man. I was bidding on him, but he definitely retarded. I heard he on dust. I heard he was dust head. Nigga like smoking that shizarm. Same last name, that's a seed. No need to slander his name. Ain't nobody slandering that nigga, man. That nigga need to understand that there's cameras everywhere. And people watch. Damn, I ain't hit a jail on camera yet. I gotta shoot that again. I missed terribly. Through the legs. Missed again. One of these days, I'm gonna nail that motherfucker. Boom, 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 boom. He said, let me get you up out of here, man. It's not hard to get you up out of here. He said, Marcus is named Michael. All of that, the title should say Mike. No, the title say what it say. That's Mike's son. It's Mike's son. White cheddar popcorn. I decided to grab these on my way up because niggas wait until they get to jail and they want to eat some fucking snacks. Niggas wait till they get in jail, man, decide they want to eat snacks and shit. What's your content about? Did you ask me that? You misspelled it too. I'm kicking you out too. I live in Orlando. I'm going down to his sneaker shop with the whole half. I'm gonna get all the Jordan shit, new and old. Niggas in my comments said he a power lick. It's a life-changing lick there, yo. Whoever blow that is, sheesh, you in a hell of a position. Subscribe to the channel. Good evening. Appreciate y'all for coming through. If you follow me on Instagram, y'all know the picture I'm talking about. One of Mike J's sons, man. Nigga bumping on camera. They got a very, very clear picture of him. It was almost like he posed for the picture. Like the nigga was promoting cocaine. Goddamn. Good evening. He should imagine being this dealer. Retirement money. It's a damn shame. I learned a lot about my followers this evening. I did. There's a lot of people that follow me on Instagram that like to sniff blow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I can tell by how a lot of y'all got defensive. Man, he grown. It's a free country. He can do what he wants. That's rich nigga activities. Really? Y'all always making up excuses for some destructive shit, yo. Y'all try to make death sound cool. Y'all do. Y'all try to make death sound cool. Hey, yo. Within the last 6 to 12 months, I've lost probably about 8, could be more, childhood friends, right? Every last one of them was found by themselves, passed the fuck out forever. Because the fentanyl crisis and shit. And where I'm at in life, a lot of people, we don't even find out they getting high until you find them dead and shit. Straight like that. Till you find them dead. You're like, damn, I didn't know he was getting high. That's how everybody found out they was, you know, what they doing and shit. For real. The fentanyl is putting niggas down, and for some reason, people that like to sniff cocaine, it's fentanyl and them Percocets too, so and them Perc 30s y'all like to talk about. Them shits is putting niggas down too. But yeah, a lot of my childhood friends, like back to back to back. One of the most recent ones, this is how his situation went. He was with his uncle, and his uncle passed the fuck out, overdosed, right? He picked him up, took him to the hospital, and went back to the house and tried to finish the package and shit. He tried to finish the package, they just put his uncle down. His uncle made it out of ITU. My little man, he dead. This is a true story. This just happened like a week ago. And people try to downplay the dangers of sniffing that shit. For real. You see it on the news. You see it on the news all the time. It's something that people ain't stressing online. People should be stressing this online. Yeah, dropped his uncle off at the intensive care center. They saved him. He went back, decided he was gonna finish off that package and shit. The package finished him. Ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? It's hectic. Beautiful day to be alive. I just got up from taking a nap. I went to the beach this morning. I took my mom to the beach. She wore me out. I know many of the days growing up, I wore her, she wore me out. Damn. I'm glad to be here though, with y'all to conduct this discussion, because there's some shit that need to be said. Some shit that need to be said. Homeboy is viral for a reason. Number one, he's famous. He's a famous celebrity. Offspring. He's Micheal Jordan's kid and shit. Number two, they got a great 4K photo of him trending on Twitter. That's where the picture come from, Twitter. Yup. And I want to hear what y'all got to say about it. Before we go on to the hotline, though, I want to talk about my stalker. Hey, yo, did y'all see? Y'all follow me on IG? Y'all see the picture I posted of Batman? Y'all see the picture I posted of Batman? That's a goddamn shame. He said, that's your stalker. I was bidding on him. I didn't understand that he's a real stalker until the day one of my followers hit me up. They said, man, you know, that nigga got like 56 videos about you. I said, for real? He was like, hell yeah. 56 of them. He said, and don't nobody be commenting or watching the motherfuckers. He be on there by himself. And then when he get off the video, he go in the comments and comment to himself. God damn. Hey, yo. Yo, that's PCP. He a dust head. He a dust head, man. Yeah, he said he be having me dying. Yeah, that nigga dusted out of his mind, man. I hope he gets some help. He said he in despair. People sent me a couple of videos a day, man. I was bidding. Somebody sent me the video of him with the Batman mask on and shit. He said he's the Dark Knight. That nigga scrambled like a motherfucker, yo. He said pink cocaine is the thing. People need to lay off the drugs, man. He said dusted talking to himself. Yeah, hell yeah. High as giraffe pussy. High as giraffe pussy. He from Philadelphia. That's good dust. I was in the juvenile homes with niggas that smoke dust. They call it wet in Philly. That's they call it wet. Sheesh. Letitia Allen, I missed you. How you been? It's been a minute. I'm in the office, and I came here to look over my lines and shit. I got to study my lines for an hour or two. We going back to to film part 2 of Cream, the first movie that I was in. This one I'm starring in. Yeah. He said I posted PA Knit in the comments. He went off. Yeah, he's a dust head, man. He from North Philly. Them niggas love dust down there. Philly is going through some shit, man. Philly, the young boys in Philly is going bonkers and shit with the drill music and the drill scene and shit. Like, they killing up some shit, especially in West Philly. That's a spot where they was pretty much known for being, you know, pretty boys, fly guys and shit like that. I was looking at a couple of videos from American Confidential. They don't even look like Philly niggas no more. These little niggas not getting fresh. They don't even have their hair groomed and shit. These niggas got dreadlocks and nappy afro. These niggas look like DOS Effects. You wouldn't even know that they was from 215 and shit. They've lost all identity, man. Trying to keep up with all of that drilling and that, you know, that Chief Keef life. You know what I'm saying? I attract some of the goofiest motherfuckers to this channel. He said, Crystal the dog is right. Can't wait for Cream 2. Yeah. She's the leading lady. Her name is Angel, I believe, in the film and shit. It's been a minute. Yeah, Angel, I got it right here. No, pardon me, Carter, Detective Carter. Got it right here. This is our dialogue. Yeah, that nigga look like DOS Effects. I mean, them niggas looking like DOS Effects these days and shit. They not taking care of themselves and shit. There's been a whole decline in mental health nationwide. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether life is getting harder for some people. I don't know. As far as the viral picture, people said that that's his business. It became everybody's business when he pulled out the cocaine and started sniffing it in public and shit. That's a sign of somebody that's way down he's way down the rabbit hole when it comes to addiction. Yeah. I had some associates like that too. I had to chastise a couple niggas, man. Don't be pulling out no fucking cocaine around me, man. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, money. Like, you gotta go over there with that, my nigga. This ain't even that type of party and shit. You amongst some niggas that don't even think that shit that you're doing is thorough and shit. I don't even know why you did that around us. But some niggas get comfortable and feel that it's something that's I don't know, in certain environments it might be a norm and shit. They was, that shit wasn't normal around us and shit. We was about getting some money and getting fresh and shit like that. But putting any type of drugs in your nose and shit, like, that's not thorough. People need to say it loud and shit, man. Them niggas need to. He said, yeah, they think it's cool. Nah, man. It's not cool. It's not attractive. I don't think females find that shit attractive. Believe it or not, females be sniffing that shit too. Cute ones. Like, I've become aware of some chicks that you wouldn't believe. Like, I'm like, she for real? Man, hell yeah, that bitch love cocaine. I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? But you can't make drugs thorough, man. There's nothing about hard drugs being thorough, man. I'm able to come here and say this because my life is absent of drugs and alcohol entirely and shit. Marijuana is addictive too. Let's just put that out there. That was something I had to get up out of my life. It was costing me a lot of money. He said you could tell he's been doing that because the person that he's with at the table, they wasn't even bothered by it. I wonder, did somebody line him up? Because that's a pretty clear picture, man. It's almost like they were just sitting there with the camera waiting for him. Hey, they got him in mid bump. Like, they got him right as it was about to go down the chute. Like, they got him in a position where he couldn't deny it. You couldn't Photoshop it and put a blunt right there in his hand. No, they caught him doing the Ron O'Neal. For real. John Eifer. Yeah, mid bump. The first film I was in was called Cream, directed by Luke Steffen. If you follow this channel, you seen the recent trailer that I posted. There's a documentary coming out called Rebirth. I believe that's the title. It's the story of Luke Steffen's life. I posted the trailer on this channel. Make sure y'all check it out. We worked on that about a month ago. I've been in front of the camera a lot lately. We working though. So that's something that you could look forward to for y'all who don't know who Luke is. Luke is Fat Cat's co-defendant. He was actually in the deli when they came, when the government came to get Fat Cat. He was sitting at the goddamn table with him. You know what I mean? He said, I think it's a distraction. Ironically, Nelly got arrested with drugs, ecstasy. I don't think it's a distraction. I mean, these niggas is famous, man. If these niggas prick their finger, it could go viral and shit. Nelly, he went through a situation and it came with a mug shot. You know what I mean? It came with a mug shot. This is something that's done in the dark by a lot of people, and it just ain't cool and shit. You need to keep this in mind. A lot of people try to put certain celebrities on a pedestal and shit like that. Just remember that these people are, these are regular people and shit with regular desires, participate in regular vices and shit. Just be careful who you make your god and shit. It could be a junkie. Demo76 says, Philly trenches drags you. Philly trenches need mental help. Philly trenches need some mental help. He do. He do. That nigga needs some help, man. For real. I didn't know that he was a real stalker. That nigga's a real fucking stan. Shit. He's dangerous and shit. He's on some John Lennon shit. You know what I mean? That nigga could be outside this office when I step the fuck out here. Shit, that nigga, he's far gone. For real. He said that was a top of the morning bump. Yeah, breakfast joint. At the breakfast table and shit. I wonder how Mike feels about it. I know he's pissed the fuck off. There's not a lot of negative things attached to Micheal Jordan's name and legacy besides like gambling and the mystery of what happened to his father. But this shit right here, hey, let me ask y'all this though, right? Would you rather have a son that was bumping or a son like Dwayne Wade and Magic and shit? That's a question that was posed in my comments. People like, man, shit, I'd rather have a son like that than a son like Dwayne Wade and them and shit. I said, damn, it's hectic, man. Mike was like, Larsa Pippen got him hooked. Is y'all sure that that's the one that was messing with Miss Pippen? If not, Scotty got his lick back. That tickle y'all, huh? Yeah, that's what we call it, bumping. Bumping. And my man said, I'd rather fiend easily. Why y'all zap that man for saying that? He's speaking his truth. Mike was mad at his teammates in the 80s doing that stuff, so you know he pissed at his own son. Yeah. R. Yarborough says, can't get any good coke anymore, though. I don't know what planet y'all come from. Some niggas that's a generational thing. Like me, I came up in the Snoop Dogg era, the Chronic era. Everybody was smoking blunts and shit. That's what guys my age is into, I guess. The era before me, them niggas was into Tony Montana. Them niggas was into Scarface and shit like that. And they was trying to live just like that. And it ended up creating a whole generation of dope fiends. Like, you know, guys my older brother age, that's something that they was into and shit. My bro, he probably won't like me saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I remember I was a young nigga and my brother was in his teens. And I seen him too. We was in a car together and shit. And I was like traumatized, like, yo, man, what are you doing? I'ma tell mom. What the fuck is you doing? Yo, I'm like, man, you bugging out, dude. Like, you tripping, man. You tripping, yo. I got a visitor and shit. Damn, I don't know how, hold on. Yeah. I can't come down there because one of my cousins just hit me, said he in the lobby. Shit, I can't come down there right now. He said, I'm gonna tell mom it's crazy. Hell yeah, man, I was scarred, man. I look up to this nigga and shit, man. I was worried about his health. I was worried about his health. Straight up, man. Like, this... I grew up in the Len Bias era and shit. Like, I'm under the impression that cocaine killed motherfuckers right on the spot. Man, don't ever do no shit like that around me. But to him and niggas his age, that shit was totally normal and shit, man. But you wasn't supposed to be doing no shit like that in front of your little brother and shit. Like, fuck around and tell mom on your ass. God damn it. Straight up. They promote drug culture through us, get paid all the while. We must spread the message. Drugs are not the vibe, young brothers. Nah, man, that shit kill people. That shit is very dangerous. There probably was a time when there wasn't. I can't say there wasn't dangerous. It's always been dangerous. I don't think fentanyl was around when Len Bias. That shit just... it affected his heart the wrong way and put him down and shit. So cocaine has always been dangerous, but now these niggas is cutting that shit with all types of fucking chemicals, namely fentanyl. And fentanyl, they say all that shit take is a couple of flakes, not even no grams or nothing. That shit puts you straight down forever, you know, put your lights out. So be careful what you're doing, man. He said, yeah, it was normal for them dudes. My old neighbor OD'd at 18 off testing his own work. How many examples do we need to see? We gotta reverse. We gotta make sure that the stigma attached to it is very, very strong, because that dude wouldn't have been doing that shit out in public like that. That's probably normal in certain environments and shit. The person in front of him that's sitting at that table with him, they probably seen him do that shit before. They probably seen him do that before. That's probably something that they didn't seem to be disturbed by it, and he didn't seem to be hiding it from him. So, hey, I know now that everybody's in tune with what he doing. I done lost hella friends. Letitia, I appreciate your super chat. They said, wasn't he in Paris? They said he was on vacation somewhere. He said, sniffing coke off a silver spoon. I know that shit was fish scale. Jason Tatum didn't play again today. Team Jordan is getting shut down on the world stage. They lucky that they got out of there with a win. Shout out to them. They should go ahead and put, they not going to lose in the championship game, but they was down 17 today. They was down 17 and they was able to come back thanks to Steph Curry. Steph started lighting it up. Steph had 9 3-pointers. Ironically, it was Jokic and his team, the Serbs. They was trying to do it, but the U.S. got away again. Great comeback. They gonna win the gold. Fiends calling, asking for dimes of fent now. They evolved. People I know who've been sniffing for years are overdosing. It's not the same. I just said that. I've had about 8 homeboys. All of them my age. Some of them younger. A lot of them younger. A lot of them was younger. Pardon me. I got a homie. This is how his situation went. Somebody dropped a package. Instead of him picking it up and giving it to the person that dropped it, he pocketed it. Went somewhere and sniffed that shit. Rest in peace to him. I said, God damn. If that ain't buzzer luck, that's buzzer luck and probably a fate of a motherfucker who wasn't no good and shit. I don't know. I ain't gonna pass judgment on him. He's deceased now, but that's how it happened. That's how it happened. When I heard about it, I couldn't do nothing but shake my head and shit. You know what I mean? My middle son was blessed. Luckily, they had that Narcan on deck. Roger called him a crumb snatcher. Get what your hand asks for, man. You got to be careful. Anyway, let me open up this hotline for a minute. Let's get it going. Know what y'all came here for. 646-592-7850. Moderators, put that number in the chat. The opioid era snatched more lives than Desert Storm. People in my graduating class are starting to pass away. I'm getting worried. Don't be putting nothing in your nose, man. And don't be taking no fucking prescription pills unless they was prescribed to you, because you don't know where it's coming from and shit. People making pills at home and shit. Niggas got pill presses at home. I'm keeping it real with y'all, man. You got to be aware of what the fuck is going on. Straight up. Everybody that says they are your friend is not your friend in real life. That picture is proof. Yeah, I believe somebody around him took that picture with the intentions of probably damaging his reputation. Uh-oh. Chi-Town, we against fentanyl. We don't support drugs here. What's going on?
Brando. It's cool as man. It's Brando calling from Chicago, baby.
Talk to me.
Yes, sir. So I was hitting you before. I got a couple questions, right? One, I've been following you for some years, so I've been in tune with you, right?
Right.
And I fucks with you. I like how you be putting that shit on like fast, because I'm addressing everybody.
Thank you.
So my question to you, yes, sir, appreciate it. So the question to you I got is, I noticed like that you being from Erie, PA, right? If I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
And I know you close to Philly, right?
We like four and a half hours away, but yeah, go ahead.
Right. But I always wonder, like, it seemed like your swag and your style is more New Yorkish. You remind me more of a New Yorker. And my question to you would be, why you think you always gravitated to that as opposed to Philly?
I personally, I feel I've spoken about this before. I was definitely more so influenced by Philly because of Islam. I was raised in Islam, so when I was in institutions, those was naturally my peers. I first encountered the guys from Philly. I was probably like 13 or something like that. When I encountered them, I told this story before. We was in this juvenile home called Vision Quest, and fashion
Right.
was a big deal up there. I had a duffel bag. Everybody had duffel bags with your clothes from the streets, clothes that your parents sent you and shit. In my duffel bag, I had used jeans, major damage, and all that type of shit, starter jackets and shit like that. The guys from Philly, they didn't dress like that. That was more so like the shit that was in my bag was more so some New York type shit. Like you seen EPMD and them niggas like that wearing used jeans. But anyway, it was a guy that came to the juvenile home one day. His name was Huff. He was from Logan Valley in Philly. And he was a booster. It was my first time encountering a booster. Like when he told me that he was a booster, I didn't even know what the fuck he meant. And then he told me, so you steal? Like, you know what I'm saying? And
As a kid, it's crazy. As a juvenile too.
yeah,
Right.
he had all types of electrifying pieces in his duffel bag, man. Sergio Tech and all of the Polo and Tommy Hill and shit, because these niggas were stealing out of department stores. Like we kids at the time. So my introduction to which some people would refer to now as designer brands was because I met the low lives. These niggas was low lives. They was just from Philly and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But my fresh game is a combination of my travels and shit. You know what I'm saying? I've always been in different cities. I got family in Brooklyn. I went to junior high school in Norfolk, Virginia. Virginia, they had their own fresh game. So
Right.
more so, and in addition to my dad being a pimp, you know what I mean? That's where the fur game come from, furs and shit like that. That's always been in my family. And I got an older brother. So, 100%, my fresh game is a combination of my travels and my influences and shit. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I even
See, that makes sense.
I just bought some custom shit from a tailor from Chicago. His name is Tailored by Lamar. You know what I mean? I don't know if you heard of him, but he does a
All
lot
right.
of custom pieces for the athletes and the hustlers in Chicago. There's people here that they listening to me now. They know who he is and shit. But anyway, I even picked up the Briars hat from Chicago and
Oh yeah,
shit.
the wing thing.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Yes,
everything
sir.
my whole package is based on, my travels and shit like that. I appreciate you
Right.
calling in, man. This is one of my
Yes.
favorite topics. We can do this all
Yes.
night.
Yes, sir, brother. And I just wanted to, I had to give you a shout out on that because I'm like, one thing I can count on, because like I said, I'm a dresser. I'm like, one thing I can count on, man. Gully gonna go, like, he gonna have that shit on. Even if it's some subtle shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
how you be putting that shit together. I salute you, brother.
that's what I do.
Fuck with
Thank
that,
you.
man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Peace to you, brother.
Peace. Chicago. He said people are acting like they don't remember Used Jeans, the brand. That's what you meant. Yeah, get used. Used is the shit. I had a couple joints. You know what I'm saying? I had the damage and shit like that. Anyway, subscribe to the channel, man. Hip hop, sports, and fashion. I'm glad he took me down that road right there, man. I love talking about clothes and shit. He said, fashion is Libra nature. Even the owner of a polo is a Libra. Is that right? That's what I do, man. Fresh game and shit. That's like religion to me and shit. Call in, yo. Let me hear what y'all got to say. 646-592-7850. I want to know how y'all feel about this viral photo of Micheal Jordan Son, man, bumping it up. They calling him Bump Man. Jumpman from Jumpman to Bump Man. See some of the names y'all mentioned. You could tell y'all age by some of the shit that y'all saying. Y'all mentioned a lot of clothes that was in Source magazine. Maurice Malone was brief. 555 Soul was brief. RP 55. Them is all like, I don't know, urban hip hop brands and shit. I like the LRG. I wore a lot of LRG. LRG was that shit for a minute. Be more careful. What's up?
What's up, Gully, man? Salute, first and foremost. What's going on with your chat?
I'm in here working, man. I got the hotline open, man. I was looking forward to hearing from you. Talk to me.
Look, man, man. First and foremost, I want to say the state of the streets right now is crazy, man. I feel as though a lot of people, I'm 27, so what I see a lot going on with my generation is a lot of people is being influenced by the wrong people, you get what I'm saying? And they want to do the trends, they want to be doing what's cool, and they don't understand the road that is taking them down right now, you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's dangerous, too. You could pay with your life. You got to be careful about who you are influenced by, for real.
But you know the scary part about it, though? They don't care. Because to certain people, as long as they can be looked at as cool or they can be looked at in a light as, man, I'm doing what he doing too. They don't care. Think about it, bro. It's 110 degrees, Gully. You still got people out here wearing poo shiesty masks. Come on, man. If they ain't following the trend, I don't know what it is.
That's insane, man. I be seeing that shit, man. Like, that's insane. That's crazy as hell. Like,
Yeah,
tells me a lot about a person when I see him with that mask on. It does, especially when it's hot outside, man. For real.
Exactly. But man, look, man, I ain't gonna hold the line up. I want to say, look, man, keep doing what you're doing. I've been tapping in with you for about 5, 6, 7 months, man. I started the channel 7 months ago, man, and you don't even know the spark that you put in me, man, to get my 3-piece together, to get my dribble right, but I can't copy the dribble, so I say my 3-piece, you feel me? But, man, you're a major inspiration, Sam, for real.
Right.
You're a major inspiration, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Keep up the good work.
Ready, salute.
Yeah, absolute. He said the 3-piece. He referring to the 3 F's: fitness, finance, and fashion and shit. Those are 3 components that I feel that contributes to one hell of a man. You know what I'm saying? If you plan on competing in this world, have those 3 components together. Fitness, how you weight up. Finance, how you bankroll. And fashion, stay dipped. You know what I mean? I like your chances of flourishing. If you come with those 3 elements, I like your chances. Fitness, finance, and fashion, man. That's the dribble. If you just got here, if you ain't never been here before, that's what makes up the dribble. When I be telling niggas, get your dribble right, I be talking about 3 things: fitness, finance, and fashion. Y'all got it? H-Town, talk to me.
Yo, Gully, what's up?
What's happening? Who am I speaking to?
Oh, my name Hill. You're Houston.
What's
going
going
on? Philly. Well, I'm from Philly, but I'm out Houston.
How you like Houston?
And it's cool, I mean, it's a little hot out here, but I mean, it's all right.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck out there. I got family out there. What brings you to the dribble tonight?
No, I want to ask you a question, dog. I'm getting married like in a month from now, and I want to know if you know. I mean, your whole drawing is like, fashion, finance and athletics and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying like, probably like find a website or something like that where I can find like a nice little kufi or something like that, like for my wedding or whatnot.
Oh shit. You can definitely get a headpiece from my website, therealdribble.com, or my other website, pa-knit.com and shit. I got some exotic joints, exotic designs, and I got some basic colors too. I hope wherever you at, in Houston getting married, man, it's air conditioned, man, because I done been down there before, man. They got the type of heat that'll kill a nigga down there.
Yeah, real red. It get hot, dog. It be like a beam by 11 in the morning and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got family down there. My first time visiting down there, we got used to not coming out the house till like in the evening, like 8 at night and shit like that.
What you tell them?
So check out my website, pa-knit.com, man. You should be able to get you something right. If not, follow me on Instagram at I am Gully TV _. I'll point you in the right direction. We're gonna get you a garment for your wedding. I appreciate you calling in.
Good looking, guys.
Yeah, peace.
Peace.
Whoever just called me, call back again, man. Call back again. He said facts about Texas. Trenton, what's up?
What's going on, Gully?
I'm in here working, man. How's your day going?
Oh, my day is great, brother. I can't complain. Just, call to shout you out and everything. And, you be showing much love to Trenton. You always down here back and forth, and I see you touching other parts of the earth. Just keep doing what you're doing, bro.
No doubt. I enjoy Trenton. Shout out to the New Jersey Weed, man. Big Ooh. And Wise Intelligent, man, from the Poor Righteous Teachers. I fuck with Trenton. I do.
Yeah, he's from my hood, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no doubt.
All right.
As far as that Jordan Son thing,
yeah,
it's everybody, doing something. So I really ain't got nothing really to say about it. But, just everybody fall victim to something.
True story. Got to keep it under control. I appreciate you calling in.
All right, peace.
Yeah, peace. Talk to the dribble. Talk to the dribble. Hip hop, sports, and fashion. Let y'all see some of the tools of the trade here. Some of these dope underground MCs I've been working with. We in the building. The cream continues to rise to the top. I hope that I'm an inspiration to everybody here. Y'all been with me a while now. Not everybody. Some aren't clean. New Balance Run DC. I'm glad you said that. Just the footwear. Kicks of the day. Powder blue joints. What's these, 990s? I think they're 990s and shit. Never know. He said, what's the topic? There's a viral picture out right now of Micheal Jordan Son bumping it up, man. And I just wanted to hear what everybody had to say about it. People in my comments on Instagram, they had a lot to say. I noticed that a lot of people that follow me on Instagram, they like to snip cocaine. They do. I can tell by their responses. People got really, really defensive about that. Like, man, he grown and that's his business. And it is his business. And with that being said, he probably should be a little bit more clandestine on how he conducts his business. He don't want to be sniffing at the breakfast table in public. He wouldn't be viral right now. You know what I'm saying? The number's right there in the chat, 646-592-7850. Talk to the dribble. Once he pulled it out in public, he made it everybody's business. So he said the older crowd. That older crowd's something else, man. That shit is not cool and it's dangerous. If you don't want to be here, keep rolling the dice. They got a package for you. They do. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at GullyTV1, man. I'm back over there speaking the truth and shit. And we're going to continue to do that. The seasons are starting to change. PA knit season is right around the corner. We made it through the summer. We pumped knits all through the summer. We had some summer joints, some summer buckets. The ladies came to life. But we about to pump it back up, for real. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. His dad is ultimately rich. I might try the best bump myself. Your best bump might be laced with fentanyl and it might put your ass in the fucking graveyard. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I worked in the Sundance Film Festival, and saw celebs bumping, but they was private about it. I was born in 84. That was something we did not do. I was born in 76. It was something we didn't do either and shit. Niggas that got on that, they was probably introduced to it by somebody older, because that wasn't a thing. That my generation was the Snoop Dogg Chronic type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Cheech and Chong. You know what I mean? My grandfather always told me about Len Bias. We got another caller. California, talk to me.
What's up with the dribble guy, man?
The dribble is in the building. I'm engaged. I'm working. PILLMATIC 3 on the way. We didn't start putting it together. What's happening with you?
What's up, man? It's Brick Liddy from East Oakland, man. I gotta salute you, King. You're doing your thing, man. Motivation like a mug.
You know I dropped buckets out there at Oakland Tech this past summer.
I was there. I saw it.
You was
did get busy.
You was in the
get busy. I concur. You did get busy like that. You did get busy. I saw that.
I got a witness. I love Oakland, man.
I seen it. The man got busy.
I got bipped out there too.
I heard about that.
Yeah, they bipped me.
Unfortunate, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, at least you back now doing what you do, man.
Yeah.
You motivate the people, man. I just want to send a shout out to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Mr. Fab. That's my peoples.
Yes, sir. That's my bro, man.
One. Oakland in the building. Yeah, I be in Northern California. I fuck with them niggas, man. Home of the Black Panthers and the players. Shout out to the mechanics, to my peoples and shit. They was in the building that night. Jordan Son jumping from the three-point line. I was at an R. Kelly comedy show after a party during Super Bowl weekend in Tampa, and everybody was off the chain, snorting and sucking wide open. Roger J, I appreciate the super chat. Hey, yo, I'm going to just be frank with this, right? You said you was in Florida. Them Florida niggas, man, they approach that cocaine thing a little bit different. Straight up. Like, we was in Atlanta one time, and we was all off to the side. We was at a hip-hop event, and we was rolling up blunts and shit, and a nigga busted his blunt open, just like everybody else. We was all at a table, and he dumped the weed out. Dumped the guts out the blunt, put the weed in it. Then he pulled out the coke and started sprinkling all over that shit. And the nigga that was with me was traumatized like a motherfucker. He hadn't seen no shit like that before. He was like, yo. I was telling him, like, chill, man. You know, you don't want to offend nobody and shit, man. Just, you know which blunt not to be fucking hitting this shit like that. Like, let's just move away from this nigga. But when he did that, I knew that he was from Florida and shit. Like, he had the whole Trick Daddy vibe. He was gold, slugged all up with the golds and shit. So that's one of them Florida niggas, man. He said, a primo. The Florida niggas, man, you got different regions, man, got their different, customs and shit like that. Like I said, dude, my stalker, Philly Trenches, he a dust head. He smoked PCP. That's something that niggas from Philly do and shit. Florida niggas like, DC niggas like Love Boat. That's wet. That's PCP too and shit. And niggas from Florida, they like smoking lace blunts. Just gotta be careful, man. He said they party different. He said like gunplay. Yeah. He said my peeps went down there, came back to Newark smoking that woolly shit. He said you called him your stalker. That nigga is a stalker, man. That nigga got like 56 Gully TV videos, man. 56. Somebody said, I was wondering when you was gonna say something about this. I'm not gonna say shit. I want y'all to see. I want y'all to see how deranged this nigga is and shit. Like when I see his videos and I see nobody commenting, that gives me the understanding that y'all understand that this motherfucker shot the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna make a video tonight. He is. He became viral too when he put on the fucking Batman mask and shit. That's not Philly. That's not the Philly way, man. That nigga dusted out of his mind. He said jealousy. Man, I don't know what it is. Something got under that nigga's skin. He said Batman mask. Hell yeah. That nigga got a few masks and shit. That nigga out of his goddamn mind. But I'm glad that he wrecked. I'm glad that I turned him to a train wreck. He said, let's troll him tonight. Man, that nigga might go somewhere and do a mass shooting or some shit. That nigga shot the fuck out. He said, DC love that love boat. Shout out to DC. DC been viral lately. Since Rayful came home. He said, I thought that was you in the thumbnail. Like, why Gully got a mask on? I'm too cute to wear a mask, pimp. That ain't me. That ain't me. I wasn't rocking a mask during the fucking pandemic, the COVID shit. You know what I'm saying? CJ Ballin, appreciate your super chat. I can't read what you said. Send another super chat, my nigga. I'm gonna try to read what you said. I can't see that one. It's blue. Send another color. Pennsylvania, what up?
Yo, what's up, man? Died from Philly.
Philly, what's going on, pimp?
Ain't shit. Yo, boy, tripping, man. Snorting that booger shit. I can't. Yeah, I mean, but niggas, them old that's what they do, though, man. They've been doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, this is a different era, man. There's cameras everywhere. Like, if you're gonna do some shit like that, you probably want to go in the bathroom or something like that, because you see how it turned out for him. Now everybody know his business.
Real shit, like, no, that shit was never cool, man. Like, I grew up next door to a crack house, man. So I already know, like, what to do and what not to do. That I was like, never with that shit, man.
Yeah, that ain't cool and shit. Not only that, like you said, you from Philly. I know y'all got the fentanyl problem down there. That shit put niggas down. You know what I mean?
Put niggas down, out, 6 feet under the fucking grid.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. I hope they get it under control, because it's killing a lot of people of all nationalities. Me, within like the last year, I had about 8 to 12, between 8 and 12 homeboys, almost back to back. This is like a once a month occurrence and shit, man. They'll find these niggas somewhere and shit. No explanation, man. These niggas is under 50, under 40, and they out of here and shit because they sniffed the wrong bag. So.
Yeah, that shit goofy. Yo, I seen your man down Temple not too long ago and shit.
Who?
Church.
For real?
I told him Gully TV ran the corner. He said me to run the corner.
That nigga burnt out, man.
Oh,
That nigga
yeah,
burnt out. Burnt the fuck out. I appreciate you calling in, my nigga. I appreciate you, for real. Yup. Philly in the building. He said Mike gonna cut him out the will. I'm pretty sure Jordan pissed the fuck off with him. They probably having a family meeting tonight. He said, what's your problem with Cameron and Mace? I ain't got no problem with them niggas. Stop trying to give me a title, man. What's wrong with you? I ain't got no problem with them niggas. Nomad, says, because they doing better than him. Them niggas not doing better than me. Them niggas wasn't raised in the Nation of Islam. Them niggas got pork in their background. Talk about them niggas doing better than me. Bullshit. I was raised under the teachings of Honorable Elijah Muhammad and shit. I was prepared to win and shit. You got me fucked up. Wrong guy. CJ Ballin. He said, you ever have any days where you want to roll something up again? Nah, man, I got that shit totally out of my system, but I'm about to appear in this movie, and I was reading the script, and it's a scene in here when I'm going to have to be smoking weed, and I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do that day. Either, there's no way to pump fake or act like you're smoking. I mean, I want my scenes to look authentic as possible, so I'm probably going to smoke a blunt in September sometime and shit. I'm going to make sure that there's some Buddha. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing that I want to do, but I want it to taste good. You know what I mean? So, but as far as any urges and shit, it's been long enough, man. I got that shit. It's been like 6 months now and shit. I got that shit out of my system. I still got close friends and shit to be smoking, rolling up around me and shit. It don't bother me. I actually like the smell of some weed and shit. Like some weed when I could smell it and shit. Like it don't even have to be close to me. My nose so keen to the smell. I was just at a hotel in Denver and shit, and I'm like, somebody smoking weed. That shit bomb too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't got the urges anymore and shit. He said, hold off, man, stay clean. They put it in the script. I'm gonna probably smoke me a big backwood in September. I ain't looking forward to it though. Nothing like that. And that shit costs money. I'm gonna have to buy that shit. That's something that I don't like. I should tell them niggas who I should tell the director, man, you gotta buy me some weed to smoke. He said that Trenches dude makes 10 videos pretending you were talking about him. Since you said his name, he's gonna make a 36-hour stream. I'm pretty sure he will. Have you have any dealings with Dame Dash? Nah, I met him before though. I met him before. CBD leaves, you could smoke that. No, I ain't smoking no knockoff reefer. If I got the smoke, I'm smoking herb. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna do it, you might as well do it. It's smoke. It's gonna be in my lungs and shit. There's no reason for me to have no knockoff smoke. I gotta have top shelf smoke. So, nah, ain't no CBDs popping, man. No, ain't no CBDs popping. Fuck that. Are you done getting tattooed? I was thinking about getting an Angel Reese tattoo, but I ain't got one in so long. That shit probably gonna hurt. I want to get it on my back. I'm a big Angel Reese fan, and I've thought about it. I was thinking about either getting her face or getting her jersey tatted on me, but I ain't got no tats in so long. That shit probably gonna hurt. So that's why I ain't did it yet. He said, tell him to put it in the budget. Yeah. What do you think about Choke No Joke? I enjoy his content. I ain't never had no differences with him. I used a portion of his tunnel. He did the documentary on the tunnel. I used a portion of it for one of my murder unit videos, and he didn't give me no static about it. So I appreciate him letting me do what I did. And he didn't, like I said, he didn't give me no conflict about it. So it's all love. He said, what if she fall off? What you mean fall off? You mean athletically? Or you mean looks-wise and shit? I think she's a bad motherfucker. Top to bottom and shit. Plus, I like female athletes, man. It's all good. What's nicer, your handles or your jumper? Both. My jumper. Subscribe to the channel. Uh-oh, we coming up on an hour, man. He said, ain't Choke No Joke and informant. I don't know about that. I never heard about that. Big U, pardon me. Big U, pardon me, sir. Whack 100 is the fucking police. Reggie Wright is the fucking police. That's been confirmed. Reggie's the police for real, but Whack 100, he's a counterintelligence agent. Smoke melanin leaf instead. It clears your lungs out. I didn't know that they made that in a leaf, but the supplement that I use to clear out my lungs contains melanin. I didn't know that they made it in a leaf. I took it in a pill form, and that helped me clear out my lungs. I used a herb called Clear Lung that you get from the Whole Foods, and that, you know, got that shit up out my system. So I didn't know that they had leaves. He said Reggie and Whack is informants. Yeah, he said, yeah, it's a leaf. Okay. Whack 100 is something else. Whack 100 is a fucking creep. He's a creep. He ain't got no talent. Just get online and just get to running his mouth like a talk show host and shit. That's what he do. He don't bring nothing to the table. He don't got no skill set. He ain't. Nigga try to act like he be plugging people up and shit like that. Nigga told Doggy Diamonds, call Gully TV. I got some play for him. You ain't got no play for me, bitch ass nigga. I'm a mover and shaker my motherfucking self. You ain't got to do nothing from me. I got this far without your ass. Fuck I need you for. He said you could smoke it too. It's a leaf. Yeah, melanin is in a tea. Yeah. I don't fuck with that nigga, man. I've been told other cats, Doggy Diamonds, whoever would listen, man, stop fucking with that goofy ass nigga and shit. If y'all stop fucking with him, stop entertaining him, he'll be up out of here because he don't have no star power or nothing. It ain't nothing interesting about him. The nigga just ignorant. I think Wack 100 is counterintelligence. Yeah, just like the nigga that busted up the Black Panthers. That's the type of nigga he is. Let me see what else I got going on. I'm about to get up out of here, man. It's been an hour. Appreciate y'all for joining me, man, from the office of Gully TV to your home and shit, man. Y'all have a great evening. Follow me on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. Make sure you go to my website, therealdribble.com, man. Get you some merch. Who's the late 80s gangster, Jack or Alpo? Jack seems to have won. Jack is still living. Alpo is deceased. You got it? He said, Wack be on Clubhouse clowning like a motherfucker. He is a clown. I'm up out of here, man. Y'all have a great evening, man. I'm on my way to the gym. At this hour, it's 8:30. I'm on my way to the gym. I'm going to be done in an hour. I got to go get it in. All right? Peace. He said, us truck drivers need more than an hour. Man, I'm showing love to the truck drivers. You see what this say? Joe Mule Trucking. This is one of my followers and shit. You know what I mean? Let me give him some love, man. This nigga send me big super chats through here and shit. He buy my merchandise. Joe Mule. There you go. All right? Peace.